After leaving Ella at her apartment, I walked over to mine. It's only 3 blocks away. My mind is thrashing. Why did this fellow Arden follow us? He must have. It makes no sense, yet it does. Something was set in motion the moment I introduced myself to Ella, or was it what she said? And I replied. Most of all, I wish to learn the purpose of life, she had said. I replied, is that not the purpose? To find it, then do it. Those words are what engrossed Mr. Wickersham, of that I am certain. We are studying Hamlet. His quote came to my mind. There are more things on heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Or to paraphrase, believe it when you see it. I believe we are about to find a great mystery of life. I have 2 hours before I pick up Ella. Best get some rest, at least calm this confusion haunting my mind. Soon I was in a deep daydream. I was on stage waiting for direction. I looked above and saw what appeared as 2 angels peering down at me. One said, "No, let him find it." That thought sent a shockwave jolting through my body, causing me to wake. A warm shower will calm this storm. The prolonged shower, followed by a glass of a fine Merlot, worked its magic. I dressed wearing my navy polo blazer, white button-down with my USC cardinal red tie, cream-colored slacks, and burgundy loafers. Prince Charles to pick up Princess Ella flashed through my mind. I was just about to tap on her door when the porch light went on. The door opened, and my life changed. Ella stepped out, not as a co-ed, but a princess. She had on a jade-green opera coat, made of gleaming silk, that draped to her ankles. This dramatic coat covered her dress, which was a pale jade green, made from a fine silk clinging to her luscious skin. She had on her ears teardrop jade earrings. Her neck was festooned with a sizable tourmaline, jade, diamond brooch. I stepped back speechless, devouring this treasure with my eyes.
Charles, you talk. How do I look?
You are so stunning as to make me speechless. I have never seen such a lovely vision. Are we going to your coronation?
Dear Charles, that is not speechless. No, not a coronation, an award ceremony or whatever. I am enthralled to be here now. Here with you, I can feel our future unfolding. Where are you taking me?
My dear, I was going to Polly's Pizza, but that is now impossible. I know of only one place nearby that is suitable. We drove up Figueroa, took a right on 7th Street, then left on Olive, then right into the garage of my club. The Los Angeles Athletic Club, with its storied over 100 years of history in downtown LA. The parking attendants know me or know my car. I purchased this rare treasure upon graduation from high school, a 1975 Jaguar 512 E-Type convertible. This is the last year made. The paint is a light pearl gray with both a hard top and soft top. The car is so magnificent it turns heads wherever I go. It is not the attention I thrive on. It is the speed and maneuverability. I can put the car where I want. I feel it would fly if I added wings. Tonight the angel besides me is making me, or my spirit, fly. Seeing how I was dressed, the attendant said, "Good evening, Mr. Wilde, usually just Charles." When he went to open the door for Ella, she slid one leg out. He looked and almost tripped. His excitement was evident. I went around the car, took the hand of my lady, pulled her out and into my arms.
Where are we? This does not look like a restaurant. Is this your apartment building?
Wish it was. All one could ever need or desire is here now that you are. Come and see, I said. Leading her past the glass-enclosed collection of sports award trophies displayed along the walls into the lobby and its bank of elevators. An immaculately dressed gentleman, looking every bit the distinguished senior partner of an impressive law firm, of which there are many nearby, followed closely by 2 younger men, similarly dressed in dark gray pinstripe suits with the same regimental striped ties, with unlit cigars protruding from the mouths, desperately trying to impress the boss. How sad, I thought. Why not just be yourself? Not a word was spoken, but their eyes speak volumes as they in unison stared at Ella. I broke the silence saying, "3, please." The men swept out before us.
Ella laughed, saying, "Have not these old buggers seen a young lady before? They act like schoolboys."
Arm in arm, we slowly strode into the majestic and massive room before us. Ella is taking in every detail. This area is used for sitting, conversing, reading, or simply relaxing, with antique settees and grand leather high wing-back chairs. At the left end is the main dining room. Here are formal, large round tables, each covered with elegant white starched linens, surrounded by chairs covered in gold brocade, centered under grand 4-tiered chandeliers with hundreds of crystals and uncountable candlesticks. On the right end of the massive center room is the bar and grill, my personal choice to dine as it is more lively. The dining room is best for entertaining, but a little stuffy for my taste. Princess, which do you prefer, elegance or fun?
Fun. Charles, this is so elegant. It is perfect for our first night. Thank you. Now some wine, please. We must talk.
It is amazing how much power a young, beautiful girl has, especially when dressed differently than the rest. She was different. Every eye in the room was on us, or her. Not only the men, but the women. Who is this? I could feel it. None dared to ask, just looked. It was my friend Esteban, a server, who broke the spell. He saw us and came running.
My friend Charles, who is this beauty? Dear ones, please sit by me so people think you both love me.
Esteban, we desire your best bottle of a white Bordeaux. Then please ask the chef to make us something special. We don't need to know, just surprise us. One other thing, Esteban, please do not tell anyone. But Ella has just been signed to play the lead in a new film, Doors, by Arden Wickersham.
Charles, why did you say that? You embarrass me.
Not to embarrass, to introduce. In a few minutes, every person on staff will know you and spread your fame. Enjoy. This wine is a delight. I toast to us. Dear, I am curious. You said you had seen the film, Eye of the Storm. What was the premise?
Unusual story, kind of metaphysical. It involved a young couple. The actors I did not know. Now that I think of it, that is the same as us. Two unknown actors, both young couples. I am more intrigued. The story began with a newlywed couple who were willed by a relative of the wife's mother to an old house located in a valley surrounded by a large river. The river seems to almost encircle the house. Grasses grew from the house to the river's edge. On the other side of the river were camps full of people or beings, all involved in despicable evil actions. The sun did not show on the other side, the evil side. The rays seemed to focus on the couple. There was a lot more involved. Ending words struck me. The man said to the woman, "Do not concern yourself with evil. We cannot change them, but we do not have to jump in the river. Just observe it."
Profound meaning. Doors must have a similar plot. Perhaps the doors suggest paths or the road of life we travel. If we choose the wrong road, bad things happen. I cannot wait to read the script. Just then, Esteban came with our soup.
This is a cold cucumber delight served with these cheese breadsticks. Enjoy.
Charles, I love the club. Can we come here often? Are we still on for this weekend? I look forward to riding and meeting your family. What, may I ask, is your father's occupation?
You may ask, my father began his journey after school as a classical violinist. Mother was a vocalist, that is how they met. They married and my mother became pregnant, then I came along. Father loved sculpture and began working in bronze. Some of his pieces received critical acclaim and were in demand. He left music to pursue his art and was successful. Whatever he earned, he invested 1/2. Those investments like yours provide for his family. Mother similarly left music to dabble in glassmaking, creating wonderful works of art in wine goblets, candlesticks, vases, and chandeliers. Her work is shown in many galleries. She loves it. They both love the freedom art provides. They have no schedule, no bosses, just their imagination. You will love them as they will you. If we can, let's leave Friday after school, get you acclimated. Mother will want to take us to their club for dinner and to show you off. I told her about you. She picked me constantly for details last weekend. Speaking of weekends, how was your Santa Barbara excursion?
Esteban came smiling. Your treats, my friends. These are small bites of king crab legs cut into 2-inch bits, grilled lightly in a lemon button glaze. Taste with this delightful California Chardonnay from the vineyard of another star, Francis Ford Coppola. Enjoy.
Charles, these bites are delicious. Have you had these before? This wine is wonderful. Did you order this? Santa Barbara is a place I wish to forget. The most maddening weekend of my life. I felt like a prisoner. The drive there was horrid. A friend of Antoinette I did not know was coming, Sasha, smoked like a bloody chimney the entire drive, plus her language was disgusting. 3.5 hours of torture and I could say nothing. Then we arrived at her house up some dry canyon. Her family was not home, only a maid. We were shown our rooms, which were thankfully separated, so I did not have to smell the fumes from the chimney. The rooms were large and nice. Antoinette wanted to take us to the Biltmore for drinks and a walk on the beach. I was not dressed for the beach and detest walking on the sand without proper shoes. 2 boring hours later, we went to drive back to her house for dinner. Antoinette had lost her key to the BMW. Another hour spent walking the beach looking for a key, the girls screaming at each other, each blaming the other for the loss. Her father came to rescue us. The BMW had to be towed to the car dealer as the parts and service was closed. Nothing could be done until Monday morning. I tried to call you to come and get me, but I left my phone in my apartment. I was stuck until Monday. That is why I was late. Please let me forget that nightmare.
Esteban, as if he could read her mind, poured each another glass of the delightful Chardonnay. He took our plates that had been wiped clean with our sweet bread. We had savored each morsel, saying, "Your meal is coming." Come it did. He returned with a helper, each carrying a tray that held the prize. Gold-rimmed dinner plates that held a bed of zucchini grated to be like spaghetti, with a grilled salmon steak atop, served with a creamy dill sauce in a sterling silver sauceboat, paired with a cold French Pinot Noir. Perfection to the eyes and taste. Esteban, both I and Ella wish to thank you. Tell the chef he has made our special night perfect with this not-to-be-forgotten meal. Your service and love made Ella feel as special as she is. We are delighted and ready to depart. Check, por favor. We were sitting savoring the last of the grand Pinot Noir when the lights in the bar dimmed, almost to a fade-out. Slowly walking towards us are Esteban and 3 others carrying a cake with 2 large candles flickering atop. The grand piano in the other room began to play the tune of Happy Birthday. The servers sang, "Happy, happy star day to you." Esteban was gleaming. He called for quiet, which was not difficult, as none in the room had a clue as to what was going on.
Dear members, our family is very pleased to announce the star day of our glamorous guest, soon to be a member of the Wild family many know and love. This angel is named Ella Stewart. She has just signed to star in a new film, Doors. Please extend your love. Ella, please rise.
I watched in awe as Ella was flustered, not knowing what to do or say. Then she composed herself, stood and said, "Thank you, dear people. Thank you for such a grand and most unexpected welcome. May I be worthy. You have my love."
Ella sat, trying to hold back tears, but was unable to do so.
"Can we go home?" "I am tired. Charles, why did he say soon to be a member of the Wild family? What did you tell him?"
I said nothing. You were with me the entire time we have been here. Perhaps he inferred from our actions we are together. I want that. I want you to be my wife, my love.
"Do you really? How can you? This is our first meal together. We have never been alone. We don't know each other."
Don't know you? I knew you from the time you were in the womb. I knew, and I believe you knew from the first touch when our eyes met. We both knew this is the one God above has ordained for us. This is the day you and I are forever joined, is my prayer.
Is it? This was my prayer when we first sat together in Dulce. I felt I was meant to be your wife. I desired that. I thank God above you desire me in the same manner. We departed the club as one.
It was almost 10 p.m. when I took Ella home. We lingered for only a moment, no other words necessary. Then I went home. Taped to the door of my apartment was a large manila envelope. I ripped it off, then went inside to see what it was. Turning on the lights, I opened the envelope. What was inside both frightened and angered me. A paper was written in red ink like a marker would. In bold letters the words, "Do not make this film." Or, attached to that cover sheet was an image of a car like my Jag, crushed like an accordion, total destruction. No person could survive whatever caused such a violent action. My first reaction was to phone Ella, but then I thought, why frighten her? I need to speak to Wickersham. I found the card Wickersham had given me, called his number, no answer, just a message saying the mailbox was full. Nothing I can do tonight. Get some sleep or try to. Who and why would anyone want to prevent a film from being made? It makes no sense. Perhaps this is a sick joke, but who knew about the film? Who knows the premise, even if we don't? Who even knows we are supposed to be in it? Relax, sleep, get through the night. In the morning I will find out. My phone began its incessant ringing before 7 a.m. I could see it was Ella.
"Charles, I need to see you now. Please come and hurry."
I pulled on a shirt, pants, and left. I decided to drive the short distance. Ella was standing outside when I pulled up. She ran to the car, crying. I see she has an envelope like mine. She knows. Ella pulled the door open and jumped in crying.
Saying, "My God, what have we gotten ourselves into? What are we to do?"
Dear Ella, it is just a sick joke. Let me phone Wickersham.
"Wait, look, Dora, my roommate," said a man came to the apartment, knocked on the door last night, and asked her to give me this envelope. She said he was very weird looking, in an all-black suit, black tie, and strange-looking dark glasses. She took his photo with her phone. He tried to enter. When she threatened to phone the campus police, he left. "Look at this picture. Do you know this man?"
No, I can feel the evil in him. It reminds me of the evil surrounding that couple in the film, Eye of the Storm, you described. I will call Wickersham. Hello, we need to talk now. No, not on the phone. It is urgent.
Yes, I can see by this photo I have. It was taken at your party last night.
Party? We had no party, only went out to dine, to celebrate our union, or pending union.
Meet me at Dulcie at 10 a.m. It won't hurt to miss some classes today.
Ella, I'm going home to shower and dress. We will meet Wickersham and clear this up. I will be back in an hour.
No, I don't want to be alone. Wait for me to get ready. Then I will go with you, please.
It was just 9:05 a.m. when Ella came out. By her face and looks the storm had passed. Those waves that were bashing her had subsided. I even saw a smile, although a little one. I took my angel in my arms and kissed those waiting lips. Let's go get that devil.
Aren't you frightened?
Of what? A little man hiding behind dark glasses, writing childish words? No, I am pissed. I do not like to be threatened. I do not like our privacy invaded. Come, dear. I need to dress. We arrived at Dulce a little after 10 a.m., but Mr. Wickersham was seated, our teapot steaming and delightful-smelling cinnamon rolls in front of our cups. I handed one of the manila envelopes to Wickersham. He said nothing, just read and viewed the image of the wrecked Jag. I watched his eyes trying to garner his reaction, but nothing. He sat looking out the window. Finally, he said,
Is that your Jaguar on the curb?
Yes, it is.
How many miles on it?
About 15,000. I only use her on special occasions. Why do you ask?
She appears in Concours condition and could fetch $150,000 or more at auction. Not a good idea to leave something that valuable on the street. People are known to get jealous of these cars.
I do not leave her on the street. I keep her in the garage at the house, well protected. The house is gated, and we have dogs that do not allow strangers inside.
Good. Best to take her home. I think this is an attempt to frighten you.
That they did. The question I have is why? For what purpose?
All I can say is that all forces of good have a counterforce of evil, attempting to prevent good from being seen. You two dear young people are without blemish. Therefore, when you speak for good, people will listen. That is what they fear your success. My question for you is how they knew. I was sent this image this morning. It shows you both looking like royalty. Those in the background appear to be fixated by you. Mostly you, Ella, my word. Where did you, a college girl, acquire such magnificent attire? Princess Grace would have been in awe, I am. Where was this photo taken? It looks like a palace.
My club, the LA Athletic Club downtown. A friend who is a server in the grill made a rather elaborate introduction of Ella. He was, as you say, fixated.
Who knew you were going to the club?
None. I only decided after seeing Ella. She looked too grand for a restaurant, and I wanted to make her feel special.
Someone is watching you. No other explanation. We must be careful until the 15th, then nothing will matter.
Mr. Wickersham, my roommate took this photo of the man who delivered the envelope to me. Do you recognize him?
Oh my yes, little Luce. I brought you each a charm on these necklaces. Keep it on at all times until the 15th. Little Luce or no other will come near you with this on your neck. Do not allow any other to hold or wear these. Charles, place this on Ella's neck. Ella, place this on Charles' neck. Now you are protected.
Why does it glow and what is it?
Because it does. Call it the full armor of God. Now, my dear ones, I must return to my duties. Take that Jag to its garage. Do you have another car to use, or can I furnish one? If you see little Luce hanging around, approach him, say nothing. He will flee and never return. All else will be resolved on the 15th.
My darling, I need to take the Jag home. Will you ride with me? We can bring my other car and be back by 1:30 or so. You can meet my mother and father at home. We will surprise them. It's a fun drive. This time of day, there is little traffic. We sped up the Pasadena freeway getting off at Avenue 64. I want to show her the beauty of the area. The purr of the big V12 at speed is delightful to my ears and thrills my soul. I drove a trifle too fast, but Ella was loving every moment. I could see excitement in her eyes. When we crossed the 134 freeway at the San Rafael Bridge and turned down Linda Vista, we are in a different world. No longer in a city, but an area of serene beauty, tree-lined streets, an abundance of flowers everywhere. Lovely homes, peace and joy abound. We roared around endless curves coming to Flintridge Avenue. I hit the brakes, pushed the throttle to the floor, turning hard the wheel, and loudly drifted into our driveway. The gates are open, and I sped down the long entryway to the circular front courtyard at the house. The fountain that sits in the center of the courtyard became my track. I floored it, spun around the sand-covered drive, throwing a wave of sand about, braking to a stop almost at the front door. Mother was first out the door yelling,
"Dear Lord Charles, why such a fuss?" Then she saw Ella and came running. "Is this her? My dear girl, please let me see you. Did he try to scare you? Was the drive pleasant? My word, come inside, we are having tea. Henry, come inside, Charles is here with Ella. Maria, please bring tea and cookies to the terrace.
Father came through the terrace doors, looked at me, then Ella. He went to her, took her hands in his, and slowly kissed those slender fingers.
Dear Ella, for 2 days all my son spoke of was you. Frankly, I thought he had gone bonkers. But I see why. You are a delight. Welcome to our home. Please join me, not Charles, for tea.
My dogs must have been back at the stables. They heard my voice and came running, barking with joy. Both the Duke and Duchess only wanted hugs and pats on the head. I loved them both, then told them to sit as I introduced each to my new life, Ella. They both sat, licking her hands as she stroked their necks. Okay, now go lay down and be still, I told them. Both walked down the steps to the grass, lay and watched me, waiting to be asked to come.
This is lovely. It reminds me of Shrewsbury. You must love it here, Ella said.
Shrewsbury, are you related to Lord William of Shrewsbury?
He is my grandfather. Do you know the family?
Of course, my roots go back to Cheltenham, close to both Shrewsbury and Oxford. Will you be returning home for the summer?
I had planned to, but plans can change, depending on circumstances.
What plans might those be? Anything we should know?
It depends on the results the film has.
Film? What do you mean, film?
Oh my, so much has happened in such a short time. Charles and I were signed to be the leads in a new short film by a highly acclaimed director from Oxford, Arden Wickersham. His film, Eye of the Storm, took first place at the Oxford Film Festival 2 years ago. We are set to report to the studio on May 15th to begin.
Charles, why have we heard nothing of this? How were you selected? Makes no sense. You have no stage except school experience and no credits.
Dad, that is what makes this so exciting. Wickersham sought us out for that very reason. He desires totally unknown actors, ones without, as he said, blemish, I said.
Is this to be a paid gig or just for experience?
Paid, he promised we will be more than pleased with the contract. I understand on the 15th we will receive compensation and all other questions will be answered. If we are not happy, we can decline. The film is almost a spiritual experience. Some evil people do not want the film to be made. His previous film was similar, almost good v evil. Ella can tell you more as she saw the film at Oxford.
What do you mean some evil people do not want the film made? Are you being dramatic with us?
Not at all, Dad. The reason we are here was to bring the Jag to place it in the garage where it cannot be harmed. Let me show you. I went to the car, brought in the envelope, then showed them.
My son, what have you got involved with? Henry, do not allow Charles to be in harm's way. We cannot have this. And you, Ella, are you not frightened?
At first I was. We met with Mr. Wickersham. He was calm and said because we had prematurely announced the film, which is called Doors, to be known, and our role in it, there were forces that did not want such a powerful, godly story told. He said we must ensure everything until the 15th. Look, I have a picture of the man who delivered these threats. I showed it to Wickersham, who knew him, and called him Little Loose. He gave both of us a necklace. He said these have the full armour of God, and none can in any way harm us. We are perfectly safe. In fact, he told us if we see this Little Loose, we are to approach him, and he will flee, never to be seen again. I recall the scripture. If God be with you, who can be against you? I am not certain that is verbatim, but close.
May I see the necklace? Do you wear it now?
Yes, of course, we are not to take these off until the 15th. Saying that, Ella unbuttoned her sweater, pulled out the gold chain which held the stone. Sir, he said none are to touch these. See, the blue stone glows like a candle.
Son, do you have one of these?
Yes, Dad, here is mine. I reached inside my polo shirt, bringing out the chain and stone. Dad's reaction was overwhelming. He dropped to his knees on the floor praying, "Thank you, dear God in heaven. Thank you, Father. Bless these children. May they serve your family." Mother's eyes got the size of a deer, but she said not a word, just sat staring at Dad. It seemed forever. Then Dad rose, came to Ella, kissed her cheek, then came to me kissing the top of my head and said God has blessed us.
Mother was speechless. Finally she blurted out, "Henry, what is this about? What?"
My precious wife Allie, I feel closer to God at this time than I have my entire life. I do not know whether to cry or scream. The emotion makes me feel faint. Years ago I read an ancient scroll. It contained a description of the chalice used by our Lord at the Last Supper. It described 3 stones embedded. Those stones were detailed as these the children possess. light blue stones that glowed as the master held the cup. Are these possibly those stones? At this point I am inclined to believe they are. I feel as did Horatio. There are more things we do not understand, in heaven and on earth, but must accept. Children, what can we do to help?
Nothing, Dad. All is good at home and in Denmark. We will return Friday after school for the weekend and to ride the horses. Mother, please make it special. Soon we will make an announcement. For now, we must return to school.
Nothing of the sort. Charles Maria is preparing our lunch. You are staying and sharing Ella with us. We share our foods with you both.
I want to stay. School is school, and not important this is being with our family.
Mother was excited. She took Ella's hand and off they went for the grand tour. She has the daughter she always wanted and would never let go.
Dad asked Maria to fetch us a bottle of the light Sauvignon Blanc he prefers. She poured, then he asked, "What is this announcement you mentioned?"
Dad, I have asked Ella to marry. She has agreed. When and where will be up to her parents. They have not been told. I pray they will concur and the arrangements made as soon as he desires.
Who desires? Come on, son, speak plainly.
Our God, he who created her for me and me for her. We both knew the moment we met, we were to be one.
Powerful words, my son, but I trust you.
You have previewed the first 2 chapters of the book you want to continue. We would like to be able to give you these for free, but that is not possible. Years of writing, editing, re-editing, the studio time to convert to audio. Each book costs thousands to complete. These are unique, as you know. Never have audiobooks been so real. They are living books you will treasure forever. We are asking only $12.99 per audiobook. You can listen over and over. Thank you. Please help us spread the word. There is no equal to this content. Each book is based upon real experience. This hidden history has never before been revealed. To order yours, go to our website https://maxwells.com. That is maxwells.com with 3 L's. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Maxwells.